Hey everyone, welcome back to Easy English Podcast with Emily and Michael.
Hi guys, we're really happy you're here with us today.
I hope you're having a good day so far.
And today we're talking about something that sounds simple, but is actually hard for many people,
Yes, today we're talking about work-life balance.
which is one of those topics that everyone understands in theory.
But not always in real life.
Exactly.
So maybe we should start with a simple question. What does work-life balance mean to you?
For me, it means work is an important part of life, but it should not eat the whole life.
That's a very good definition.
Thank you.
I think, for me, work-life balance means having enough energy and space for other parts of life too.
Like rest, relationships, health, hobbies, and just being a person.
Exactly.
Not only being productive.
Yes, because I think sometimes people slowly become only a work version of themselves.
That's such a good point.
They wake up tired, work all day, think about work in the evening, and then do the same thing again the next day.
And after a while, that starts to feel normal.
Yes, that's the dangerous part.
Because something can be common and still unhealthy.
Definitely.
Do you think you have good work-life balance?
Sometimes yes, sometimes no.
Honest answer.
Always.
I think I'd say the same.
I feel like work-life balance is not something you solve once forever.
I completely agree.
It changes depending on your season of life, your workload, your stress, your sleep, your habits, even your mood.
Yes. Sometimes balance feels easier, and sometimes it feels impossible.
Exactly.
I think many people imagine work-life balance as a perfectly organized life.
Yes, like everything is always clean, calm, productive, healthy, and under control.
Which is not how real life works.
Not at all.
For me, balance is not perfection. It's more like noticing when things are too heavy and then adjusting.
I really like that.
I think balance is active. You have to notice things and respond.
That actually makes a lot of sense.
So, when do you usually notice that work is becoming too much?
Usually when my mind stays busy after work.
That's a big one.
If I finish work, but mentally I'm still inside it, that's usually a sign.
Yes, I know exactly what you mean.
My body might be home, but my mind is still solving things, thinking about tasks, replaying conversations, or worrying about tomorrow.
That's so real.
What about you?
For me, one big sign is when simple life things start to feel annoying.
What do you mean?
I mean, when I'm too tired to cook, too tired to text people back, too tired to go for a walk, too tired to enjoy anything.
Yes, that's a very clear sign.
Because then work is not only taking time, it's also taking all the energy around it.
Exactly.
And I think that's when life becomes too narrow.
That's a beautiful way to say it.
Thank you.
I think another sign is when rest stops feeling restful.
Oh yes, that's a strong one.
Like when you finally stop working, but you still feel tense.
Yes, you're technically free, but your nervous system is not free.
Exactly.
I think a lot of people live like that for long periods.
Definitely.
And because it becomes normal, they stop noticing how heavy it is.
That's true. Do you think work itself is the main problem, or is it more about how work enters the rest of life?
I think it's both.
Explain.
Some jobs are objectively demanding, of course.
Yes.
But even when the job is demanding, the real damage often becomes worse when work has no boundary.
That's such a good point.
If work is always entering dinner, evenings, weekends, sleep, relationships, then balance disappears very quickly.
Exactly.
And now, phones make that even harder.
Definitely.
Because work can follow you everywhere.
Yes. Messages, emails, notifications, little reminders. All those things keep work alive in your head.
I'm not gonna lie, I really dislike that part of modern life.
Same.
It's like work doesn't stay in one place anymore.
That's true. It used to be easier to physically leave work.
Yes. Now work can sit in your pocket all evening.
That's such a good sentence.
Thank you.
I think one of the biggest challenges now is learning how to leave work mentally, not only physically.
Absolutely.
Because even when you stop typing, your mind may still be working.
Exactly. Do you think being hardworking is always a good thing?
Not always.
That's interesting.
I think working hard can be good, but if hard work becomes your only value, then it can become unhealthy.
I agree.
I think some people start feeling guilty when they are not productive.
Yes, that's a huge problem.
They rest, but the whole time they feel bad.
And then, it's not real rest.
Exactly.
I think guilt ruins recovery.
Definitely.
If your body is on the sofa, but your mind is saying you should be doing more, then nothing really resets.
Yes. That's why mental balance matters so much.
For me, work-life balance is partly practical and partly emotional.
That actually makes sense.
The practical side is time, schedule, boundaries, sleep, breaks, all that.
Yes.
But the emotional side is guilt, pressure, identity, self-worth, and stress.
Exactly.
And I think the emotional side is often deeper.
I agree. I've noticed that when people tie too much of their worth to work, balance becomes very difficult.
Definitely.
Because then stopping work feels almost dangerous.
Yes, if work becomes your main proof that you matter, then rest feels threatening.
That's such an important point.
I think many people would not say it like that, but they feel it.
Yes, they may not say, my worth depends on work, but their body reacts that way.
Exactly.
Do you ever feel guilty when you rest?
Sometimes, yes.
Me too.
Especially if I know there's still a lot to do.
Same.
But I'm trying to change how I think about it.
In what way?
I try to remind myself that rest is not the opposite of good work.
I love that.
It's part of good work.
Yes. That's such a healthy idea.
Because if you never rest properly, the quality of your work usually gets worse anyway.
Exactly.
You become slower, more reactive, less creative, less patient.
Yes. And small things feel bigger when you're already tired.
That's very true.
I think one of the best signs of good balance is when you still feel like yourself outside work.
Wow. Yes.
You still have access to your personality, your humor, your curiosity, your softness, your interests.
That's beautiful and very true.
If work takes all of that, something is off.
Definitely. Let's talk about evenings, because I think evenings are very important for work-life balance.
Absolutely.
What helps you mentally leave work in the evening?
A transition.
That's interesting.
I think the brain needs a signal that one part of the day is ending and another part is beginning.
That actually makes a lot of sense.
For me, that transition can be a walk, a shower, changing clothes, making tea, putting music on, something small.
I really like that.
It helps me leave work mode and enter normal life mode.
I think that's a great habit.
What about you?
I like walking too.
You really do love walking.
I do. It solves many problems in my life.
Honestly, same.
If I finish work and go outside for even 15 or 20 minutes, I feel more human again.
That's such a good phrase.
Thank you.
Walking changes the rhythm.
Exactly.
It breaks the mental loop.
Yes, and it reminds you that the world is bigger than your laptop.
I love that.
Sometimes I also put my phone away for a little while after work.
That's smart.
Because if I finish work and immediately start checking more things, my brain never really lands.
Yes, that's a big problem now. Work ends, but screen time continues, so the nervous system never gets a real pause.
Exactly.
I think that's why so many people feel tired all the time.
Me too.
It's not always only the amount of work. Sometimes it's the total amount of stimulation.
That's such a good point. Do you think working from home makes work-life balance easier or harder?
Both.
Same answer for me.
I think working from home can be wonderful in some ways.
Yes. No commute, more flexibility, more comfort sometimes.
Exactly.
But it can also make boundaries much weaker.
Definitely.
If your work is in your home, then leaving work becomes more abstract.
Yes. The line becomes blurry.
That's the perfect word.
I think some people need stronger rituals when they work from home.
Like what?
Starting at a clear time. Finishing at a clear time. Taking real breaks. Leaving the room after work if possible. Changing clothes. Doing something symbolic to end the workday. That makes a lot of sense. Otherwise, the whole day can turn into one long mixed experience.
Yes. Half work, half life. But not really good at either.
That's so true.
I also think taking breaks matters more than people admit.
Definitely.
Some people think a good worker should just keep going.
Yes, like breaks are weakness.
Exactly. But I think breaks protect attention.
They really do.
Even small breaks help the mind reset.
And the body too.
Yes, just standing up, stretching, getting water, looking away from the screen, breathing, all that matters.
I think one reason people avoid breaks is because they feel behind.
That's very true.
But often the lack of breaks is exactly what makes them slower.
Yes, it becomes a bad cycle.
More pressure, fewer breaks, more stress, less clarity, more mistakes, even more pressure.
Exactly.
By the way, if you enjoy listening to Simple English with us, don't forget to subscribe to Easy English Podcast with Emily and Michael.
And if you think this episode can help a friend with English, feel free to share it with them.
We'd really appreciate that.
Okay, let's keep going.
Let's talk about weekends.
Ah, yes. The place where work loves to sneak in.
Exactly.
Do you think it's okay to do some work on weekends?
Sometimes yes, but I think it depends on why and how.
That makes sense.
If it's occasional, intentional, and limited, maybe it's okay.
Yes.
But if every weekend starts becoming recovery plus hidden work, then balance is probably not good.
I agree.
What do you think?
I think if weekend work becomes normal, something usually needs attention.
Yes,
Because then your life has no real pause.
exactly.
And people need pauses.
Definitely.
We are not built to be mentally on all the time.
No. And even if the body is sitting still, the mind can still be working very hard.
Yes. That's why I'm just checking one thing can be dangerous.
It really can.
One thing becomes 5 things. And suddenly your Saturday feels smaller.
That's so real. I think another part of work-life balance is protecting relationships from work stress.
Definitely.
Because sometimes work doesn't only affect the worker, it also affects the people around them.
Yes. If you're always tired, distracted, tense, or mentally absent, other people feel that too.
Exactly.
I think that's one reason balance matters. It's not only personal, it's relational too.
That's a really important point.
Thank you.
Do you think people romanticize being busy?
Absolutely.
Me too.
Sometimes being busy sounds impressive.
Yes. It can sound like importance, ambition, success.
But being busy and being healthy are not the same thing.
Not at all.
And being busy is not always the same as doing meaningful work either.
That's such a good point.
I think some people stay in motion all the time because stillness feels uncomfortable.
Yes, work can become a socially acceptable way to avoid yourself.
Wow, that's strong.
But true.
Very true.
I also think people sometimes confuse burnout with discipline.
Yes,
They think exhaustion means they are doing something right.
that's very dangerous.
Extremely dangerous.
Because exhaustion can look productive from the outside.
But inside it feels heavy, flat, and unsustainable.
Exactly. What does balance look like on a good week for you?
A good week for me has work, of course, but it also has some air inside it.
Air is a great word.
I need moments that feel like mine. A walk, a calm dinner, a quiet morning, music, a real conversation, time without pressure.
That sounds healthy.
What about you?
For me, a good week still has room for being a person.
I love that.
Work matters, but so do other things. Sleep, movement, friends, quiet, humor, food, simple life stuff.
Yes, simple life stuff is very important.
I think when life becomes only tasks and goals, something essential disappears.
I agree. So, if someone listening feels that work is taking too much space in their life, where should they start?
I would say start by noticing the signs honestly.
Such as?
Constant tiredness, irritation, guilt during rest, no real evenings, thinking about work all the time, no energy for anything outside work.
That's a very good list.
And then I would ask, where is the biggest leak?
Interesting.
Is it your phone? Your evenings? Your inability to say no? Your weekend habits? Your sleep? Your boundaries?
That actually makes a lot of sense.
Because not every person has the same problem.
Exactly. My advice would be to start with one boundary.
I like that.
Not 10, just one.
Give me an example.
No email after a certain time, or one real lunch break, or a walk after work before doing anything else, or not opening work messages on Sunday.
Those are very practical.
I think practical is important.
Definitely.
Big emotional ideas are useful, but small real actions change daily life.
Yes, I completely agree.
And I would also say this: don't wait until you are fully burned out to respect your limits.
That is such an important sentence.
Thank you.
I think people often wait too long.
Yes, they wait until the body is already screaming.
And balance is much harder to rebuild from that place.
Exactly.
So maybe work-life balance is not a luxury.
No, I think it's basic care.
I love that.
Me too.
So what's one thing you want to protect more this week?
My evening mind.
That sounds good.
I want my evenings to feel more like life and less like leftover work.
That's beautiful.
What about you?
I want to protect 1 full hour after work with no tasks and no pressure.
I like that a lot.
Just an hour to breathe and come back to myself.
That sounds very healthy.
I hope so.
So, that was our conversation about work-life balance.
Thanks for spending this time with us on Easy English Podcast with Emily and Michael.
If you enjoyed this episode, subscribe to the channel and share it with a friend who is learning English too.
We'd really appreciate that.
And we'll see you in the next episode.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.